We're back again. Another replay analysis. This one is going to be for our good friend Yeti, longtime viewer of the channel. Plat 3 currently in 2s. Very nice Fennec looking setup here. And yeah, we're just going to try to give him some advice. I think he's been Plat for the last few seasons, so let's see what we can do to help him with 2s, probably rotations. But that's what I'll probably look at the most. I think we could be a little bit more aggressive here. I think we should see this ball coming the way it is here. And I think we need to anticipate this better. I think once this ball's hitting here, we should be attacking where it's going to be better. And I think that's a big thing for Plats getting into Diamond is anticipation. So we should anticipate where this ball is going to go and get there very quickly. Versus I think it's just a little slow. We let the ball get out and it almost bounced before we actually got there and tried to do something with it, right? That needs to be just much faster. Much more anticipation. Good block though. I'm okay with going out of ball cam here to go try to get boost, but we have 46 boost. Let's just here we go. Pen. What? Where am I? Bro. Alright, sorry chat. Let us just rotate here, and be back post right away, right? You can even go here, and just skip that last one and just go straight here. But we don't need, this was 48 before, we don't need 100 to go save whatever ball's gonna be here. We're gonna have nearly 70 after this, and that'll be plenty of boost. So, and you're also out of ball cam a little too long. As soon as you line this up, you need to go back into ball cam to see where the ball is. But no harm, no foul. Everything's fine. Good read there. Oh, blue is flailing around. I like the challenge here. We really anticipated where he hit this ball well. I'm going to try to cut off this pass before local hyper could get there. The hit wasn't amazing, but we were able to circle around and let our teammate get a nice easy dribble there. So very, very good. You guys aren't partied. Nope. So this is solo queue as well. Yep, let's be aggressive. Let's try and let's look at this again. It does look like he's gonna get there first. I feel like you don't have to jump so early. Maybe that's me nitpicking, but I feel like you can get onto this ball sooner if you just stayed on the ground until like right here and then jumped and tried to flip into it, whether it be a 50 or whatever. And if you would have stayed on the ground a little longer, you would have seen, I guess you kind of jumped there, but you jumped where I said. But yeah, the jump fell a little early and you just ended up pushing the ball to the corner. I feel like there's more could have came of it. I think at least we should have been thinking about 50 in that scenario, but oh well. Overall, it's kind of awkward. Again, we need to get back into ball cam. We do have 100, I believe. That's true. No, okay, so now we have 100. We're still looking for boost. I think we had plenty beforehand. Will it show me an accurate boost here? Yes, we had 0. All right, we had 0. Okay. So we did have 0, but we still need to be looking where the ball is coming from, right? And obviously, it was going into our net, so that's unfortunate, but it really wasn't had anything to do with you. Good touch from local hyper. I like the quick grab, especially since we see our teammate doesn't have boost. Teammate doesn't have boost. We can get to this quicker before he decides to commit. Totally fine play. Teammate adjusts to it well. So let's think about where we're going here after this play. right? So if we're looking at the layout here of where everybody is, this ball is most likely going to go up to the corner in this way. And high five here, I think is his name, is most likely going to challenge. So we're going to have a 50 right around here. What we don't want to do is be underneath this 50. We're not going to be able to react to what's happening. The correct pathing would be down the middle. Maybe we even demo this guy on the way back, but we just get little pads and try to get back post here. So let's see how that plays out. I'm assuming it's going to play out exactly as I said. So yeah, we have a 50 kind of in the corner, and like, look at us. If this ball were to go around or out to the middle or be a shot attempt, we're not back post. We're kind of in no man's land, honestly. If they put the ball over our head, we're not going to be able to jump quick enough to save it. So I think it put us in a bad position because our pathing back to our side of the field is bad. In this scenario, you have 0 boost. You don't get this boost. It's okay. Retreat all the way back. Go get the corner boost. You have a teammate who should, in theory, be funneling in here to take this challenge if you just bail, which he tries to. Now you both kind of double commit. You still have 0. Double commit there. Finally get the boost. Now we just need to get some stability. Which, yeah, you do a pretty good job of. You get the ball up the field. Steal their boost. Be very careful stealing their boost when the ball is still on your side of the field. Make sure you can get back in time. You do. You get back in plenty of time. I don't like this rotation back here. So what we need to be doing is you start to go back post, but you cut too early, right? When we say go back post, we mean we're coming in here. We mean come up here and start going through the back post like this, right? And the reason we do that is when we're in ball cam and we're watching, we're coming up here. If there's a shot on net and it's behind us, we have a chance to slow down and save it here. If we do what you did and we cut through here, more like this, we cut through here, and we're here in that same position. If they hit the ball behind us, we're never going to be able to save it because all our momentum's going like this, right? So we kind of shortcut the rotation, and that's just it's just gonna throw off your timing for everything. If you just go back post, you have more time to think, more time for everything to process in front of you. So let's watch what happens here. It's a plat 3, by the way. And then you drift, and so you lose all your momentum still. So if we would just done the back post rotation, as I said, we'd still have all our momentum to do whatever we need to do if there were a shot on net, right? So if there was a shot on net, you wouldn't have saved it, period. That's just how that is. Boomer of a clear. I like it. The boomer would have been better off the back wall or the corner, or off the back wall or on net, but a boomer upfield for a clear, great all the way around. But that's the difference between this clear here, a clear that goes, say, this way off the back wall or onto their net versus into the corner is the difference between plat and diamond, or even plat and champ, right? So just little things like that. Placement of where we're putting this ball. All right, let's get out of here. Let's get little boost pads. We don't need full boost all the time. We don't need those big boost pads hardly ever unless we're actively in that area. We could just drive up the middle of the field and probably get full boost. Even go up this path and be ready to go for like back post and still probably have close to 100 boost, right? We don't have to go for mid boost here. And then you do the ball cam thing where you get out and you don't see what's happening. Because now you're like, oh, shoot, my teammate's not there because he just wildly challenged the field. So now it's like, get back. You know, there's a lot there. And with this too, I talked about this in a previous replay. This is kind of your take your L thing, right? Like, you're never getting to this ball in time to stop him from shooting it. So we just need to get up here, get on the goal line, and just try to time this to save it. We don't want to cut this off or whatever and, you know, basically give him more of the net. Yes, Allie, but I don't try to when I'm actually giving the replay analysis. All right. Yeah, we need to. We just kind of flipped into the no man's land. So, flipping with a purpose. That's another thing we'll add to the list, right? Oh, what a whiff from our teammate, mate. Oof. So let's see what we could have done to help prevent this. This ball is really close to us, and it's kind of floating around or whatever. We should probably just touch this. Like, just touch it, just to make it so they don't have a free attempt here. Our teammate also... excuse me. Our teammate also... Like... Somebody needs to rotate around and get to back post, basically, is what the moral of the story is. Nobody's in net. You don't touch the ball. And then it's just so awkward. Somebody just needs to get to net is basically what we need to do there. Whenever it's awkward, just get somebody to the net, rotate around, get somebody to the net so that we can better have a chance of saving that and just make it less awkward. Good pinch. Not much you could do there. I like it. Very good. All good so far. A little wild on the wall. We could slow down a little bit. Just stay behind the ball. Especially since we lost all our boost somehow. Let me just kind of look at that. The boost management could be better. I don't know how we must not have had 100 there. Okay. So we're at 41. We boosted a lot on the wall. I don't think we needed to... We don't need to do that. We just want to be behind the ball. I know you tried to touch it, whatever. Just it's awkward. The walls are awkward. We could just kind of chalk it up to that. Nice. Teammate didn't go either, so that's good on him. All right, what are we gonna do with this? Perfect. Yeah. Just hit to the side. That's totally safe. Good touch. Oh, we had so much time. We gotta be looking. We gotta be looking upfield here. Boom, as soon as we're here, this is when we're starting to analyze the field, right? Local hyper is camping his corner. So we have a lot of time here. Like, we probably have a solid second or two where we could set up a dribble or even just let this ball bounce a sec and then take it towards their net or even hit it towards their net, right? So being patient here would have been beneficial. We kind of rushed it, hit the ball when it's at its peak, and it's just going to go straight down and roll right to our opponent. We could have waited for this ball to bounce again, or even wait for it to come down, and we could have really peppered this hard towards their net. Good shot. I mean, so something to go along with the ball cam thing. That's the second time you've been out of ball cam when they've scored. So, and you haven't seen the goal happen, right? So be careful with that. In this situations, you want to shoot the ball because it's so close, but 50s are the way to go. Don't be underneath this. Get on top of that ball. Get a 50. I like that you at least didn't full commit so that you can drive back quicker. But you know, getting dunked lets the counter attack happen faster. I liked your attempt at trying to slow everything down. We do need to be getting back to net though, because the attack is on and it's happening right now. The ball's in a very dangerous position. This ball is dead center of the field in a very, very dangerous position. We cannot opt to go for boost and just assume our teammate here is going to get this. Especially not at Plat. At Plat, if we have the option to go for boost or... Oh, you ugly line. Go for boost or just go back to net and get like 1 or 2 boost pads, we should probably just go back to net more times than not. Now let's watch the comeback. This is where the comeback happens, chat. Good kickoff. Everything's a little wild here, but worked out. I would just chalk that up to normal plat behavior. Oof, just a bad read. It's not a bad challenge, it's just a bad read. We have no business doing this. We got no business doing this. We got 0 boost. I get trying to be aggressive and whatever, but our teammate's in a fine position here. Let's even look. Our teammate's in a fine position to challenge this. Let's just rotate back post. Especially with 0 boost. Get like 3 or 4 boost pads on the way back. Rotate back post. I wasn't familiar with your game. Okay. The demo was great. Love demos. Anyhow. Oh, the demo. I was not ready for the demo. I didn't foresee the demo, chat, or I wouldn't have said nothing. Demo was great. High risk play. High reward because you guys got the ball back right away. Oh, now we're chasing demos. Let's not do that because that was a free goal. Oh my goodness. We just need to reset here. We need to reset. Okay. Yeah, just being patient. A little bit of a misplay there. Awkward. We need to get boosts faster. We can't just have 0 boost in the middle field like this. We gotta get boosts faster. Nice. I like the attempt at going back post. It was good. Nice. Yep. Good play. Recovery could be a little better, but that's fine. Good save. I like trying to be aggressive. Just be careful, right? Obviously, you're still being pressured. Just because your teammate hits the ball like this doesn't mean the pressure's over. So, be careful of that. Nice shots. Hey, yes. All right, with a whiff, with the plat whiff, we score. Everything was fine there. I mean, you could have had a more high quality shot, but it worked out. Excuse me. Nice touch from our teammates. Yeah, let's get in there. Better attempt at trying to get this off the back wall. Oof. Very nice. Very, very nice. I think your teammate did a good job being aggressive. The ball leaked out to the middle perfectly, and you capitalized. That's everything you could ask for. Oof, we jumped way too early. We jumped way too early for this, right? This ball is already on its way down. So at that point, you know, if we're looking at the field here. Oh, where's my mouse? There it is. If we're looking at the field here before we hit this, we got this guy sniffing daisies over this way. We got local hyper just camping in his net. We don't need to be fast to this ball to hit it. Like, we could wait for this ball to bounce. And then you probably would run into your teammate because he's trying to dribble it with 0 boost. Although I think he's trying to dribble it to go off the wall and for an air dribble. But either way, you jumped a little too early. And that's why you whiffed. I like the idea for going for a demo, though. Are we going to have an overtime match? Oof. Get our boost pad, get our boost pad. I don't like that our teammate was falling behind the ball here. Like, this isn't normally good. This is not good. Watching our teammate do this. If we see our teammate doing this, we need to just retreat back and get back into the net and be ready to challenge something out of there, because this guy's gonna be way out of position. This could have been way worse than it was. You also took the boost from him, technically. So now he has none, and now you're out of position technically. But it ends up being okay because they whiff. All right, let's just survive until OT is what we're thinking in that scenario. Whenever the ball's on our side of the field like this, we're out of source, whatever, we're thinking get this ball into overtime as quickly as possible, which we do. Gotta work on your half flip into that boost. Danger. Oh! It worked out, but damn. This is just bad timing on this. I mean, you're never going to beat him to this ball, right? So I would strongly hesitate to jumping now. I would probably wait till the first touch, because then the ball's going to be slightly farther away from him and try to time it then. Overall, this is a terrible situation. We don't want to be in this situation to begin with, but since we're here, just challenging right off the rip like this, right? You don't know how he's going to touch this is scary. If he would have hit this high and proper, it would have went over top of you and probably be a goal. So scary. And then we just snipe this shit. Oh, no. Oh, we get the laser. What are we doing on the other team here? Excuse me. Sorry for coughing into the mic. How do we watch our teammate? How do we watch our teammate, chat? We're sitting, we're coming back. We watch our teammate pump this out directly to the opponent here. And this ball is going directly out to our opponent here, who is going this way. How are we in this situation? How are we gonna beat this guy to the ball with 0 boost? That made no sense. You're not gonna beat anybody, but you could have been maybe at that. Maybe, probably not. But he hit it poorly. You probably could have saved it. What was that? Good shot from Yeti, being aggressive, attacking that ball off a really poor hit from the other team. I think overall there was just some rotational stuff that I think you could have cleaned up. The rotating kind of the wrong side of the field, not going like truly back post was an issue. There's some mechanical things you could shore up more, obviously, but I'll focus more on, you know, the game sense side of it. So back post more often, making slightly better decisions, maybe even seeing the field better, seeing your opponents and what they're trying to do will also help you. So yeah, hopefully this replay was helpful. Thank you again, Yeti, for submitting it. If you'd like your replay analyzed, you should head to my Discord, link in the description, and head over to my coaching section where you can submit a replay there. Thank you all for watching, and we'll see you next time.